And so, first of all, I just want to welcome you. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much for joining me today. Stick around if you would like to discover one surefire way to get your first coaching client. Feel free to skip the intro if you're watching this on the replay because it's going to take me a minute or two just to get set up and get going. Okay, so let me just introduce myself. My name is Sarah. You can find me on social media at Sarah Brent Coach on Facebook. That's my Facebook page. Same again on IG. On Clubhouse, if you're there, it's at Sarah Brent, and I've got a Facebook group as well called the Coaching Corner, and you are more than welcome to come and find us in there. So my name is Sarah, and I'm on a mission to help purpose-driven women achieve the family work-life balance by creating successful online coaching practices. That way they've got full control over their working time and they can be fully present with their families. Okay, so this way we avoid that horrible mum guilt that we all get from time to time. So if you want tools and tips and techniques on how to build a successful online coaching practice, even if you are starting from scratch, okay, follow me, because my speciality is to take coaches from startup to booked up in 90 days or less. My dog has just decided to get up off the sofa and join us today, so I do apologise for his barking. Okay, so my clients then, they get reoccurring 3k months. I talk in pounds because I'm based here in the UK, but I know that there are women all over the world in this group, so please just excuse me 1 second whilst I get my little doggy. Okay. There. I'll bring him to join us. I'll bring him to join us. I think he's barking at the postman. All right, so what we tend to do then is we get our clients working 15 hours a week, where they can achieve the family work-life balance, and they get about 3k, and I talk in pounds because I'm based in the UK, recurring income per month based on the system that we use. Now, we're all about the family work-life balance, so we like to do part-time hours, full-time wage, so that you've got the things, time to do the things that you love. There we are. If you calm down now, Barney, I'm going to put him down. All right, so the agenda for this broadcast, after that little interruption, the agenda for this broadcast is that we're going to be here for about 30 minutes. And I'd love you to join me. I'd love you to join in and ask me any questions with this as well. Wendy says, so cute. Yes, he is a little bit of a cutie. Thank you. Wendy, let us know where you're watching from, won't you? And so I know where you're watching from. And tell me what you do. I'd love to know what you do as well. Okay, so let's have a look then. Intros over. Intros to Barney as well are over. So this session today is called It's a Win-Win. Do this to get your first coaching client. And this is a winner, hands down a winner every single time. So first of all, if you're watching, let me know, what is your biggest struggle when it comes to getting clients? Now, whether you're starting up or whether you've been going for a while, let me know what your biggest challenges are to getting clients. Pop those in the comments for me. And I'm going to share with you this one surefire way for you to get your first coaching client. I'm also going to be talking to you about why it's such a win-win when you go through this process, and why most people avoid doing it as well, because it's one of those things that's going to push you a little bit. Like all the good things in life, it requires a little bit of effort and it is going to push a little bit. But if you're an aspiring coach and you want to get set up in your business right from the get-go, this is going to be for you. Okay, so let me know. Let's see what we've got. Wendy says, I'm a hypnotherapist coach based in Bristol. Fantastic. Wendy, how are you doing with this lockdown 3.0? I hope everything's going okay for you. Let me know. So if you're new to coaching and you want to set your online practice up right from the get-go, give me a 1 in the comments. If you are an experienced coach, therapist, practitioner like Wendy there, and you want to take your business to the next level, then give me a 2 in the comments. And if you are a health and wellness professional and you know that you want to take your business online, you're feeling the restrictions that we're feeling and the uncertainty that we're feeling, and you know that going online is going to give you back that freedom, then pop a 3 in the comments for me if any of those apply to you. Okay, so let's get stuck in then. The one surefire way to get yourself a new client that I'm going to be sharing with you today. It's one of the things that is going to help you connect on a much deeper level with your client base. Okay, it's also going to help you secure new clients easily through having focused, meaningful conversations. Okay, so real nice, easy stuff. I never like to overcomplicate things. We just keep it nice and simple. Even if you're starting from scratch with 0 clients and 0 audiences, this is going to work for you. Okay, so if you're starting your business from scratch and you're feeling a bit frustrated because no one's signing up for your service, again, this process is going to be for you. And it's one of the most important things that you can do for your business, especially when it comes to marketing online as opposed to working in person. One of the most important things that you want to do is get your message and your service and your position all aligned, okay, with what your client wants and needs. So if you think that you're aligned at the moment, if you think you've got your position and your messaging aligned, give me a Y in the comments. And if not, give me an N. So Wendy says she's a 2. Monique's joined us. Hi, Monique. Let us know where you're watching from and what you do. I'd love to know more about you. Thank you for joining. Okay, and Facebook does this thing, doesn't it, at the moment, where it doesn't tell you who is watching, but you only know if you put a comment in. So please pop a comment and give us a little wave or something so I know that you're there. Okay, so what we want to do, I'm going to draw on my back wall. I love to draw on the walls. Bit of a rebel there. Okay, so we want to find the sweet spot between what we do and what our client wants. And so if I put a circle here, and this is you as the coach, let's put coach in there. And this is what you do, okay? And we know what we do. I say the word coach, but you might be a therapist. You might consider yourself to be a consultant or practitioner. There is huge overlap here, okay? But I just use the term coach because it's nice and easy. And then over here, we've got the client, okay? And what we want to do is we want to align our service and our positioning and our messaging with that sweet spot, okay? And we want to match that up. And the way to do it is to have meaningful conversations, make meaningful connections and have meaningful conversations with our potential clients. And this is a skill set that's going to serve you and your business very, very well. And it's not one of those things that you just do once and forget about. It's one of those things that you need to do over and over and over again to keep on top of the business, to keep on top of the changes. There's been lots of changes going on globally, and doing this process that I'm going to be sharing with you is going to help you keep on top of that as well. Okay, so let me know if you have ever done market research for your business. All right, give me a smiley face in the comments if you've ever done market research for your business. Okay, let's have a look. So Monique says, oh, I'm here starting from scratch. Brilliant. How exciting. I'm excited for you. Really excited for you because, there's so many opportunities. It's going to be brilliant. And you're from South Africa. Okay, manifestation as self-love coach. Wow, that's lovely and very much needed. It's easy to love everybody else, isn't it? And we always put ourselves last. So that's fantastic. Okay, really excited for you. So let me know if you've done market research before, right? How do you feel about market research? Do you think, oh God, here we go, that's boring? I always think of people with clipboards in the high street that jump out at you and say, have you got a moment to answer a few questions? And you find it really, really annoying. So when I think of market research, that is my initial response, but it's not like that at all. Okay, not like that at all. What you want to be doing is just getting yourself on the phone, on a video call with potential clients. And it's a win-win, okay? It's a really simple thing to do because you're having a conversation with somebody and you're asking questions and getting to know them. You're finding out about their frustrations, you're finding out about their fears, you're finding about their secret desires, their values, emotional needs, their unwanted habits and behaviors, their thoughts, their beliefs, and all of that stuff. So you're getting really good marketing content for your messaging, for your service, for all the information that you're putting out. But you're also going to be finding out an awful lot more about your client. You're going to be hitting that sweet spot. And I can guarantee that if you put yourself out and have between 5 and 10 conversations with people who are good fit, potential clients for your service, you will find your first client there. Okay, so if you haven't started yet, go and find 5 to 10 people to have a chat with. You know, just go in and have a chat with them without any ulterior motive, just to go in and find out and ask them some questions, find that sweet spot. And I pretty much guarantee, I'll be very, very surprised if you do not get your first client if you do that. Okay, so if you're finding this helpful, please let me know and share with anyone that you know in the group. Monique's got a big smiley face there. Brilliant. Okay, so you've done market research. How did that go for you, Monique? Let me know how that went for you. Too much talking makes me thirsty. Okay, so let's recap so far what we've talked about. We've looked at the one surefire way to get your first client, and that is through good old conversation, okay, by the way of market research. We know that meaningful conversations will give you that magic marketing sweet spot, which will help you align your messaging, your positioning, and your service. Make sure that's all where it needs to be. And that if you talk to between 5 and 10 people, you will find your first client amongst those. So if you're thinking that you're in lockdown 3.0 like we are here in the UK and you need to get a client, make the effort to do some market research and you will find them. Okay, this is a skill set that you will use time and time again, and it's going to be something that serves you and your business really, really well over time. Every time you pivot, every time you change your offer, every time you bring in a new service, every time you get stuck in your business, every time you need to lighten up and refresh your marketing, going through the market research process will not only answer all of those things for you, but it will also help you generate an income. Okay. Now, I found that when I do market research, I have these conversations and it has the same effect on me as when I do CPD. So when I do a continued professional development course of any kind, I always come back from it energized and excited and engaged with my business. And I find market research has the same effect as well. So if you're feeling a little bit flat about things right now, this market research is going to really, really help you lift your spirits and lift your business as well. And so let's have a look then at why most people avoid doing it. Now, the biggest thing that people, the biggest reason why people avoid doing it is because they feel like they know it all already. You know, if you've done the qualifications, you've done the study, you've got the information, you've maybe been through something yourself, so you've experienced life, so you feel like you've got all the answers. You feel like you know it all already. And that is one of the biggest mistakes that we can make, and feeling like we know it all already. Another reason why people avoid doing this is that they just say, I haven't got the time for that. I just want to get started. I don't have the time for that. What they don't realise is that it is a way of getting started, and you will find a client when you do your market research. Another reason is they don't want to put this kind of effort into their business, okay, because it does require effort to find these people and have these conversations. And of course, then my final thing is that some people avoid doing market research because they don't want the results to come back, because they might show that they're doing something different would be better for them, and they don't want to see it, hear it, or believe it. All right, so let me know if any of those reasons resonate with you. Who would I approach to do market research? Previous clients. That would be a fantastic place to start, Wendy. You could nip back to your previous clients and ask them if they've got half an hour, 40 minutes to spare you for some market research. That would be a great place to start. If you've got an email list, if you've got a network of other therapists, they might put the feelers out. You know, for example, if you work in a particular field or somebody else works in a particular field and they complement each other rather than compete with each other, that's another good place to start. And if you've got a niche, Wendy, if there's a particular thing, a particular topic that you like working with, and you can have a look at last week's video, which was all about niching, then that would help as well, because you can go into a Facebook group. So just say, for example, it's about emotional eating. You go into an emotional eating Facebook group, and if the admin of that group allows it, you could maybe ask some questions and ask people if they want to hop on a call with you. So there's all sorts of ways, but hopefully they would give you a little start there. Okay, so if you found this mini training helpful or useful, and you want to go into more depth and detail about this surefire way to get your first client, I've got a new bundle. Here he goes, the postman's back. I've got a new bundle coming out. It's called the Aspiring Coach Bundle. And if you would like to learn more about it, I'm going to post the link in the comments to this video or above in the blurb. So I'm just going to introduce myself because I can see we've got somebody else there. I've noticed a few more people join. My name's Sarah and I'm on a mission to help purpose-driven women like yourself achieve the elusive family work-life balance by creating an online coaching practice so they can feel fully present in all areas of their lives without the mum guilt. Thank you, Wendy. I'm glad you found that useful. My son's just come down to let the little doggy out now, so that's handy. So if you want more tools, tips and techniques on how to build a successful online practice, you can find me on social media, Sarah Brent Coach. That's on Facebook. I'm on Clubhouse at Sarah Brent and in my Facebook group, The Coaching Corner. Okay, so I'm going to put the link to the bundle. Now let me talk about the bundle for a second. It's on a pre-sale price of £29. At £29, pre-sale means that everything will be populated by the 15th of January. It's a brand new product. The very first element is there, which is all about the magic of niching. If you want to work online, niching is the way to go. It's going to fast track you to success if you focus on one thing. So the first element will help you find that one thing to focus on. The second element is all about doing that market research. So if you want to find your first online client and you want to align your marketing and your messaging and your sweet spot there, element number 2 will help you with that. We've also got a couple of other things in the pack for you that are going to help you to create your client success path and also help you convert your sales calls and help you overcome objections. So it's a real big, juicy digital pack. And like I said, I'll put the link to that either above or below this video in a moment. So we're coming to the end of the training today. Let me know if it's been helpful for you. Because if you are somebody that wants to get going online in a rush now, if you're thinking that you're done with all these restrictions, you're done with all this uncertainty, and you've got a little bit of time on your hands because you're at home at the moment, this pack is going to be absolutely ideal to get you started. And like I said, come and join us in the coaching corner as well, because you will find more tools, tips and techniques there. So let's recap then what we have talked about. One surefire way to get your first coaching client is the good old-fashioned way of conversation, the art of conversation in the form of market research. Okay, what makes this process a win-win is that you're going to discover your client's sweet spot. You're going to be able to align your message, your marketing, your positioning, your service, all of those things with your ideal client. It's a surefire way to get your first client. If you speak to between 5 and 10 people, you will have your first client by the end of it. That is pretty much guaranteed. And the reason most of us avoid doing it is because we feel like we know it all already. What do we need to ask them for? We know the answers. Or we feel that maybe we don't have the time to do that. Or maybe we don't want to put the effort into it. And sometimes we're a little bit worried that the message that will come back isn't what we want to see, hear, do or believe. Okay, so if you are finding any of those reasons for not doing market research, I urge you to have a rethink and take part, join us with the digital bundle and go through the steps laid out there, because they will really help you fast track your business to success in 2021. Okay, so if you've just joined us, please go back and watch the replay from the beginning, because we're just about to go now. Plenty of gold in this little mini training for you. If you know of anybody who is a coach, consultant or therapist that's going to benefit from this, please share the video with them or tag them in the video. And if you've enjoyed it and you want to go deeper, you know that the bundle is available for you at £29. How can you, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? £29. And if you want to know more, I'm going to pop the link in the comments. Right, that's it from me and Barney. Noisy little Barney. We're going to go now. Thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate having you with me today. Like I said, come and find us in the coaching corner, and feel free to message me if you've got any questions. I'm going to go. Thank you once again for joining me. I'm going to be back here actually next week, Tuesday at 11:30, possibly with or without Barney, to share with you some more information about how to kickstart your coaching career online in 2021. So I will speak to you very soon. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.